What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today, as you can see by the title, we're showing off Andy's car finally. In the last video, you got to meet him and we asked questions and all that fun sorts of stuff. Today, we're going to be showing off the car and basically talk about everything that's been done so far. Maybe some hints to what's going to be done in the future and whatnot. So, yeah, without further ado, here's Andy.
What's going on, guys? Sorry, I'm kind of like tucked away in here. It's a little chilly out right now. What is it? Probably like 35 degrees.
Probably, yeah, but we're still gonna make a video regardless.
It's a little chilly. So today, obviously, we're gonna be going over my car. This is Betty. If you want to know why I named it Betty, it's pretty cheesy, but the song Black Betty.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fitting, and I didn't want to name it something that I see a lot of other people name. So today we're going to be going over the current mods, and I'm going to be dropping some hints at some future mods that, you know, you saw in the last video, the parts pile sitting there. That's where they're all sitting currently, but we just have to wait to put them on the car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start showing the car. So one of the first things that was done was the Cervini's upper and lower C-Series grille. I decided to go with the mesh inserts in the center on both, and I left the sides completely open. I know a lot of people don't even like to put the mesh on at all, but I just wasn't 100% comfortable with that. And I think it looks good. I mean, you really can't see it from far away. Plus, I was also able to mount this nice emblem right here, courtesy of LMR, that I had to wait almost 3.5 months for. All right, so under the hood, actually, you know what? Hold on a minute. We forgot one more out here. You wanna give them a good little view? So currently, I'm running the Diode Dynamics switchback kit. And honestly, for any S550, it doesn't matter what color it is, these are a must. They totally transform the look of the car, whether it's a GT, V6, EcoBoost, doesn't matter what color it is, it just gives it that more clean, aggressive appearance. I mean, and you kind of have to think about it. These headlight assemblies are what, 1,200 a piece, 1,300 a piece?
Yeah, because I just got my car redone, and I think it was like $1,100, $1,200.
I mean, they have such nice lights with these beautiful tri-bar accents, and then they come out and they give you a running amber light down there.
Yeah, so normally both those sides are amber, but you can see how it just switches back, hence the name.
Yeah, so what happens is, I'll give you a little hint in case you guys haven't seen them. I'll do it on the driver's side, actually. You can see it runs normal, and then when you turn the turn signal off, it goes back to white.
Goes back to a solid white color. And obviously it's kind of hard to get the full picture of it, considering we're working in not the best lighting.
Yeah.
We tried to find the best we could, but by the time we both get out of work, it's a little dark.
A little hard.
So but we're still going to bring you a video regardless. But
exactly, and you can see what I mean. It gives it just a more overall clean appearance.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people
for sure
agree with that. So now we'll kind of go up under the hood. So for starters, you can obviously tell that my engine cover and my coil covers are painted red. So this was actually a project that, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen right before Mustang Week. When I said in the last video that Nick and I met at Cars and Coffee, but my car wasn't there because I was down working on something, that was this right here. So I had to sand all this down. I actually painted this a nicer black as well. So it's not that kind of like matte black, it's actually a nice shiny black. Painted the lines on both of these, and then I painted these red, and it's held up very well. I think I used VHT, just regular engine paint, and in a rattle can, and it worked just fine, and it turned out beautiful.
Yeah.
So we got that up under the hood. I also have the Ford Performance strut tower bar, and it came with both bars, which was nice. I did not realize that the one underneath of here was like really shitty plastic. Yeah. And when I took that out, I was like, wow, I'm really glad I got this.
Yeah.
The other thing that I also almost forgot to mention is my Redline Tuning hood struts. So those have made a massive difference. I know I'm probably gonna get
versus the stock one.
I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for leaving this on, but until I actually replace this whole upper panel, which eventually I plan to do, it's kind of pointless to take it off because there's the holders for it, and it just makes it look cleaner than if I were to take this off and you were just to have exposed.
What I like about it is you can actually put that up there. It doesn't even reach because these hood struts make it sit so much higher.
It's about a solid 1.5 inches in there to set it down. 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches higher.
I guess also what you could call a mod is, I have this done on my car too. If you've seen any of my Instagram pictures with my hood open, stock from the factory Ford, for some reason they stamp the underside of the hood with a pony. I'm not sure if you can really see that. Yeah, you can see that on camera. But normally they come with, what is that, like felt or? Yeah,
it's just a normal like.
It's just like a splash heat shield, so it catches all that debris and heat and stuff. But it looks so much. It's too beautiful not to have it open. So I took mine off, and then he actually saw that I had mine off. We took it off at that day at Cars and Coffee.
Yep, we ripped it off, and we had no what's the clip removal tools.
Yeah,
we just had to rip them out by hands,
like that,
whatever. So it was a pain. But actually, you know what? One more thing before we start moving around the car a little bit. I know it's not really a mod, but everybody knows my car for this sticker right here.
Yeah.
If you see any videos at Mustang Week that features my car, you know it by that sticker. That's what everybody knew it by, and everybody seems to love it. Eventually, it might go away, but something better will be in its place. So stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna give away too many spoilers in this video. All right, so down here, we have 1-inch spacers in the front, and I have 1.5s in the rear. They are both hub-centric. They're from American Muscle. I cannot for the life of me remember the name, but it was something with coyote, and they have a coyote on them. So I don't know the name. Those are actually gonna be coming off in the near future because, well, you know what? I'm not really gonna tell you 100%, but you'll see when the wheel video drops with the new rims and the new tires and everything, you'll see why those are coming off. On addition to that, we have BMR Performance springs. So they have 3 different lines. They have the drag, the performance, and the handling. I don't believe the drops are significantly different between the 3, but I ended up going with the performance because they said it gives that overall aggressive feel to it, but it still brings a little bit from the drag and a little bit from the handling. It's like the perfect in-between. So they drop 1.2 in the front and 0.5 in the rear. So it kind of gives it that more raked appearance that I have grown to really love. And I think on this body style with the body lines, it'll just fit it so much better. So you can see right there, I can barely fit my bottom finger is actually curving up. So I can barely fit 2 fingers in on that wheel. And then back here, not a chance in hell.
Yeah.
I can barely even fit 1. It's starting to curve. So, like I said, the only reason they're kind of popped out was because of those spacers. Now, the only reason that I did those, I know a lot of people out there really hate spacers and they want nothing to do with them. If you've seen a stock S550, even with the performance pack rims, the wheels are just so recessed. I mean, if you can imagine this, going in another inch, there's just, you don't see any meat of the tire. It's just so recessed in, and it's the same with the rear. I mean, if you look at that, imagine taking off 1.5 inches of that, it's gonna be really stuck in. So I figured until the day comes where I can get new wheels and tires, which, you know, that day may or may not have come, it gives it a little bit more aggressive appearance. Because there was a lot more that I wanted to do to the car originally from the start before I did the wheels and tires, because I really do like these rims. I think that it's one of the most beautiful rims that Ford has ever put on the Mustang from the factory. And I don't know if you agree, but I know a lot of people do. My only complaint with them though, they look amazing, but they are impossible to keep clean. Yeah,
that's, I mean, I actually said something about that in a previous video.
I washed my car.
Yeah. Probably won't focus.
I mean, that's horrible. But like I said, they look good. They're just hard to keep clean. So moving on, I guess we can actually start them up here. I do have stainless power, or actually no, stainless works, sorry. Stainless works 1 7/8 inch catless long tube headers. I decided to go with catless because, well, as you saw in the flamethrower video, that's why. That goes back to an SR Performance X pipe, which is from American Muscle. It does have the factory tailpipes, and then it goes to the axle back, which is an SR Performance Muffler Delete. So my car is 100% unrestricted, no sort of muffler, no nothing. It is 100% straight piped. So it is a little bit obnoxious, and I can honestly understand why my neighbors hate me. If you want to see what a cold start on this car sounds like, check out my Instagram. There was just an ear-shattering video that I just posted of me sitting in the car and almost shattering my eardrum starting it in the garage. It's a pretty good video. It's very short, but you'll kind of hear what it sounds like when it fires up, and you'll understand why my Instagram name is Throaty Yodi. You'll get it then. So going back a little bit more, oh, actually, you know what? Nick's right. I do have to point something else out. I forgot all about these. So I do have the UPR blacked out emblems, both the 5.0 and the GT on the back. Obviously, I didn't go with the Pony because, well, bye-bye. I know a lot of people don't really consider it a mod, but I do have to rep VMP.
Yes.
They're an amazing company. I just want to give a shout out to them and say sorry that your banner's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Most people won't be able to tell, but I'm sure you
I couldn't
can.
tell, but
I know because I've seen it every day.
Yeah.
But that happened, of course, in the rain and in the cold. But there is another one to come because I believe right around springtime, once it starts to warm up, I'm going to be tinting the rest of my windows. So there's going to be a little banner going across the top of the windshield over here, and there will be a new VMP performance banner because obviously that'll have to come off anyway before I can even do the window tint. So moving back a little bit more, again, this really isn't considered a mod, but I do want to point these out. These are from American Muscle. Best $25 I ever spent with them. It comes with 2 of them, 1 for each side. They are side specific, so make sure you pay attention to that. But these are their quarter window blackouts. Now obviously you can tell my hand is back here. They are 100% blacked out.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's hard to see stuff through the camera, but I'm right here and I can't even see it. So the whole purpose of these was for people to put them behind their louvers. So we all know that with the louvers, they stick on with 3M tape. Usually the backs of the louvers aren't painted, they're not primed, they're just there, essentially. So these were designed by American Muscle to put on your window in order to put the louvers on over top so you can't see what's underneath, especially if there's people in the back seats and all that. Now, I know my biggest concern with these before I bought them was, how is that going to affect my visibility? Well, obviously, it's going to black out the whole window. You can't see anything out of it. But surprisingly, with the help of the rear windshield, your mirrors, and even the backup camera, I really have not missed being able to see out of these windows. I mean, I can count on like one hand how many times I've used mine in my car. Exactly.
So.
It's not that bad because, you know, even if it's the premium, I believe it's the 401A package that has the blind spot monitoring. Oh yeah. Little dot there. So even if you don't have that and you just have the blind spot mirror, you really don't need your quarter, windows. It's not really a necessary thing. So I really like the look of it blacked out, especially with the whole blacked out of the car. Now, this is one thing that might change when I get my tint. I might just do like a 5% tint instead of the blackout. I mean, I really like the matte look because it does blend perfectly with the trim. Yeah. But I don't know how I'm gonna feel with everything else being glossy black, including the tint on the front windows, and then having just this matte window in the rear. Yeah. So that might be something that changes. I don't know for sure. We'll just kind of go from there and see what happens, I guess. So going backwards a little bit more, I mentioned the blacked out GT emblem. And of course, I did mention the axle back, which is a muffler delete. Paired in with that, it also does have an MSD 2-step. So that is why, it spits some pretty nasty flames and shatters a few eardrums. at this point, I've only had that done, oh geez, how many months would you say I've had that done? 4?
Well, that was like when we first met each other, because that was like the first thing we did.
Well, even with the long tubes, 4 months maybe.
Oh yeah.
So with that whole setup, it's been maybe 4 months. I figured it would be pretty loud, but I didn't think that within that amount of time, I wouldn't even be able to count on 2 hands the amount of times that people have yelled at me for it. So just keep that in mind. Another thing that's done to the car, I believe this is the final thing. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is, but I will give you a hint because you will see the install and the review or first-hand experience with it in the following video, I believe. It is under the car and it's somewhere in this general area. I'm not gonna give you any more information about it. You'll just have to wait and see in the next video, but it is a must. We're just gonna leave it at that. I believe, other than a few interior things like the GT350 shift knob, I am vinyl wrapping my dash, all the brushed aluminum, but other than that, that's pretty much it. So far, considering I still have, oh gee, probably 5 or 6 things, would you say, at least sitting at home. All of that has been done since I bought the car in June. And obviously, if you guys know S550s, you know that a lot of those big ticket things, such as the wheels, and that's just in general, but the headers, anything exhaust related, it's not cheap. So when I said in the last video that I never thought I would have a lot of this stuff done, that's why, because all of that stuff has been done since June. And it is now December 18th, 19th. Mm-hmm. So, and this, I mean, this was late in June when a lot of this stuff, I believe I got my car June 28th, I want to say. So it hasn't been very long and it's made a massive transformation. All right, guys, so I am going to put a picture right here of what the car looked like when I first bought it. Now, the picture quality is not the greatest. It was a picture from a computer to a phone, I guess is the way to describe it. I bought the car out of state, so this is the picture that the dealer sent me when I was looking at it. So it's obviously not the greatest, but at least it's something, and that's, I want to say, one of the only stock pictures that I actually have, or photos, whatever. So I think that honestly about covers it for the mods that I've done to my car. If you guys want any info on any of these mods or any sort of reviews, definitely let us know. I'd be happy to give you guys information. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys in next video. Definitely follow me on Instagram, give us a comment, whatever. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed finally seeing Betty, Black Mamba, whatever you want to call her. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, browse the channel, share it with your friends. And yeah, that's basically it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I've been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes, watching all this time slip by. Now I realize, you know I've been waiting, 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 waiting. But will you wait for me?
Time to shine just like a diamond. But life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff. I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the patience.